With friends like these, who needs enemies?
Welcome, adventurers, from this point and beyond.
What an intro.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
We're all just like
You were
silent,
a little late to
staring
the
at the
draw.
camera.
Yeah, welcome in. Thank you guys for joining us once more to continue these crazy adventures with us. We don't have any announcements today, so I think we can just jump right in. So with that, sit back, relax, grab a snack, and get ready for Camaraderie and Shenanigans!
Knees?
I feel like the shame is dissipating.
Like
So Daniel's just like, I don't care anymore.
No, absolutely.
I'm just shenanigans.
I'm
Shenanigansing.
in this moment.
Shenanigans actually.
Shenanigans.
I'm mad.
Previously
On the
on our
X-Files.
group's adventure, you have found yourself in the city of Voxstrom. Getting acquainted with the locals and the general atmosphere of the town, you woke up upon your second day, where the party was introduced to Kylus's friend and ally, Oz.
I did not rip his wings off,
You did
just
not.
so we're clear.
It was
I did threaten
very
that.
big.
Thank you for
Close.
clarifying.
I did threaten that.
I had to come down naked to clear up the situation.
Underdressed and underprepared for the situation, Kylus runs downstairs and diffuses the tension, with the party seemingly agreeing to keep Oz around as an ally. Deciding to officially meet up with Cable and bring in relatively official apology.
I forgot that you guys practiced for that.
Nessa and Prognan worked their best on the road ahead to get as ready for this apology as possible.
Making amends to the monkey.
Oh my god. I think we have a name.
Making amends to the monkey.
For last week's episode? That's...
Be
What?
careful because I'm pretty sure that's the name for a sexual act. So.
What if we called it monkey business?
Anyways, continue.
Finding the monkey, Cable.
Too many opportunities here.
There was an apology offered, an apology accepted, and he brought you guys back to the DL, the down low, where their headquarters reside. You met up, pitched an idea of potentially making him a baron, much to his surprise. And as the party went back and forth, attempting to come to a conclusion as to what steps to take next and what the overarching goal of this group should be, Wolfgang sensed something nearby, a familiar smell that stirred a memory within him.
A smelly smell.
Chocolate chips.
Approaching the
My
door,
wife.
the lavender and vanilla,
Oh yeah!
revealing and confirming that indeed his
Betrothed.
past love of Victoria was in this room, originally
her.
presumed dead,
Most of
and now pieces missing.
I buried that chick, so...
That's so sad.
Words were exchanged, truths and secrets revealed, and
Fucking father.
in a fit of embarrassment and frustration, Victoria left,
Oh, there. Me.
as did Wolfgang.
I felt the same way.
Not far behind.
The group deciding to move forward and chat with Ulia to see where this might take the party. Rangwin hanging behind to do a little cartography work. Wolfgang encountered a group of
Cultists?
zealots,
So, I like that.
known as
They didn't tell me who they were known as.
known as someone.
But we do know they follow the Great One.
Ooh, they do. Yes, they do follow the Great One. They did mention that.
Thank you, note taker.
The gray one.
In a quick
The green
skirmish,
zealots.
Wait, the great one or
The
gray?
gray.
Gray.
Gray, okay.
Grey.
They gave you the
EY,
gray
not
stuff.
AY?
Was it the best?
It was simply the
No.
best.
The best one.
It's delicious.
Thank you.
Beauty and the Beast reference. Try the great stuff.
Oh,
Oh.
dude, they're Disney adults.
Then what happened?
Off to a good start, guys.
Wolfgang, feeling that connection, that oath that he had made the previous night, suddenly dissipate.
was after I got
Was after you
Slashed.
were struck by these individuals.
weirdos.
With the gray stuff.
They told him,
There's gray stuff on the
should he wish for the rest of his curse to be removed, they may find him at the Grey Steeple.
Which definitely felt like them saying, come at me, bro. Which I intend on obliging.
And in this moment, we come to the larger group. Nesta, Frognand, Professor, and Kylus. You are all beginning to make your way towards the Echo Harbor, where you've been told Ulia resides.
Will stayed behind the cables?
Will stayed behind at Cables, yes.
And you and...
Me and Dark.
And Dark are there as well. Cables stayed there. Victoria ran off, and Pym went out the window to follow Victoria.
All right.
Mhm.
8-foot whale.
As you are all moving forward, before we get into any conversations or roleplay that wants to happen, I need someone in that group to roll me a d20.
I'll do it.
I was like, not it.
Jeez. 15.
Okay.
Professor, I think we're actually on the right path. I'm learning the city.
Oh, well, good show, lad.
Yeah. So I'm marching along. I'm like, okay, I recognize that mushroom. That led to the glow den. Yeah. Fish mongrels, dead ahead. I know we're there.
Are you leading this charge?
Oh, totally.
Roll me.
I thought we were supposed to follow a pipe all the way there.
Yeah. I remember. I'm smart. I remember.
Well, I believe it wasn't following necessarily, but if you pass it at like a certain angle, then you've gone too far.
I love that you all remembered that because I sure as hell didn't. Yes, there is up on the ceiling, as you know, there is another city up above you guys. There is a plethora of piping above you. There was a specific pipeline that you wanted to keep on your left-hand side while traveling. If at any point it made it to the right, you're going backwards, you've been turned around, you're not in the right spot.
Gorgeous.
I will say with that extra bit of information, you can make this roll with advantage. You can do an investigation or survival check. Or if you want to chat with the locals, persuasion.
Total 20 investigation.
All right. You're feeling pretty confident about this.
Like I said.
You are also starting to notice, you see, even with your height, you find somewhere tall to climb up to, and in a break between some of the buildings, you can actually see way off in the distance, past some of the gating, you can see where the barrel mines are. And up, sectioned off towards the wall, where that mine is, where you guys initially came into this city. You're like, okay, so then that would mean the glow den's here. You continue following that path before Nesta. You hear what essentially sounds like a scrap happening. Dirt being kicked, someone being hit. Way off in the distance.
A thunder wave booming.
Not a thunder wave booming. It's like the sound of and like rustling and being pinned. You just hear it kind of off to your right hand side, away from the direction where Frognand is headed.
Someone needs help. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna run in that direction.
All right.
What?
Oh, wait,
What? Fucking Spider-Man in here.
But hold on, and I'll go after her.
Sure,
Okay.
people get mugged here every day.
Oh.
All right.
Let's do it, Kylus.
Light jog.
Yeah.
I love the idea of her hearing someone needing help and she runs off and everyone's like, God damn.
With eyes rolled, you proceed down this pathway, the sound of the skirmish getting louder. And as you break in through this area, a few mushrooms within the area lighting this space, you see on the ground is someone with glowing green veins. Their eyes are bright green as well. And you see a couple of those metallic metal soldiers who currently have them on the ground, striking rapidly multiple times. About 4 of them, while a couple others stand off in the distance and standing watching the whole scenario, arms crossed, a very tall, hulking minotaur.
Oh no!
You recognize this
Really
individual
good thing I'm not
as
here.
well.
Shoot, man.
He sees you all running in and just, hold.
I guess I'll scooch to a stop.
Full heals.
Skitter to a stop.
What are you doing here?
We were racing.
Yes, and you got me again, Nesta.
Ah,
Oh,
yay!
yes, such a quick little one, you.
jolly good.
Deception check. at advantage. That was a quick pull, Professor.
Yes.
Um,
What did you say?
since we're coming up behind, I'll see that and just
Sure.
put my arm off like.
Frogman starts coming
I'll
around.
stop with him.
Yeah.
If I see
You do
the-
hear Bull as well.
and if I see those mechanical things, yeah, I'll hang with this one.
Was it 21?
21.
It's a really good thing I'm not here.
Everyone knows clerics are deception pros.
Bizarre place to do something like that. Be on your way.
What?
This does not concern you.
What's wrong with him?
He's a roomy head.
Does he?
He's like that guy that we encountered before, but this one's green instead of red.
Emerald, step aside.
Does he need healing? I can help.
Picks him up and just
So can I.
and throws him off into an alleyway, scattering across rubble and dirt and wood, and just is left there and just.
We move forward.
And he turns around.
Dick, I'll say, under my breath as I run to this guy to help him.
He turns, looks to you, and
A mouth on you. You should watch who you talk to.
You should
Show a
watch
little
who you
respect.
throw.
A lowlife. You would protect him.
You'd be surprised who I'd protect.
Wasting my time. We move forward.
turns around. The rest of the soldiers continue walking.
That guy's such a dick.
Yes,
Okay.
he is.
I'm gonna see if this guy needs help.
Sure. Did you want to do like a medicine check
Yeah,
on
I
him?
want to do a medicine check on
Yeah,
I'm gonna
go ahead and roll a
approach
medicine check.
with her with my sword drawn, just in case.
Okay.
In a second, I'll lean down to Frogman.
22.
22. He seems beaten, bruised. You actually notice electrical burns on his body as well. They're on the minor side, but the amount of times that he was struck, he's gonna have a rough next day. But he's alive.
You okay?
This dude is unconscious
Oh,
presently.
shoot. Oh, man. That's rough, buddy.
Thanks, Zuko.
Oh
Danny's-
gosh. I'll healing hands him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
What's healing
No,
hands?
that one doesn't need a roll.
It's just
That's
3
an
hit
ace
points.
more.
3 hit points.
Oh, right, because you're
Yeah.
legacy.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like your lay on hands, but just a racial trait.
3 hit points. They kind of. And you watch as that glow begins to fade out.
Okay.
There's still like a hint of it there, but it's not. It was glowing, casting a bit of light off of their body. Their eyes recede back as well from that coloration, and you notice they return to more of a brown. Human male, probably in their mid to late 30s, potentially. Short, scraggy brown hair. He just sits up and.
Oh, God, my head. What?
Oh, sorry. You were being attacked, I think, and
Yeah, by the fucking Baron.
yeah. What's your name?
Roll a persuasion check.
I just healed you, buddy.
Dominic's like, give me time to think about it.
One.
Natural 1. Why do you want to
This is
know?
gonna go great.
Well, we just say
What do I owe you?
nothing. No, we're just helping you out, buddy.
Yeah, sure. Are
Just
you one of Karakov's men?
No, we're not even from here.
None of us are from here.
Yes, well, we just saw you in need and felt the need to lend a helping hand, and now we have, and now well, actually, you mentioned a distaste for Kharkov. Do you perhaps belong to Ulya's troop?
No.
I don't mess around with either of them.
Well,
That's probably smart. Listen, we're on our way to, what's it called? The Echo
Echo Harbor.
Echo Harbor.
Harbors, yeah.
Can you tell us if we're on the right track?
I mean, you're in the rubble right now. The halfway point. Echo Harbor's off that way.
Thanks.
Just don't get lost. It's a
Okay.
bit of a labyrinth in here, so.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna be
I'm sorry.
fine.
You
He
seemed a
stands
little
up.
green a minute ago.
Yeah, well. Don't judge people for what they do.
Of her light, I'll say. And walk away.
Okay. And he proceeds away.
That didn't go great.
Yes, but we didn't get into a huge fight, which is honestly much better than I thought it was going to go. So, let's move along, shall we?
Let's call that a win.
They were having their chat. I want to lean down to Frogman.
Sure.
Mr. Nand, you seem to have...
Yes, Mr. Luss?
You seem to have a far better grasp of navigating the city. Where do you think that bull fellow's going?
Oh, well, I mean, whenever anyone talks about the barons, they always generally gesture upward. I have a feeling that their caste system is kind of a literal hierarchy.
I meant quite literally, where do you think he's walking to right now?
Oh. Now that's a question. When he was heading off, was he heading compared to where we're going and where we're coming from? Any directional correlation?
He seems to be heading, I mean, not directly in the same space you guys came from, but heading in that direction. They were on a different set of streets, but this place interwinds and weaves. There's no direct pathways, there's no named streets or anything like that. It's you navigate and try not to get lost.
Well, I don't know. It seems like it's a place we haven't explored yet. It's not the Glow Den. It's not Cable's house. It's none of the above.
Do you think he might be looking for something in particular? Maybe he was asking that glowing fella for information, and he was too out of it to give it to him.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Do we know anything about him? All we know is Wolfgang pissed him off.
Well, I have a feeling, and I'm just gonna look around to see if anyone's around us or any of those.
Roll a perception check.
So we'll probably start. They start walking back. towards
10.
them.
10. Seems relatively clear. You imagine whatever scuffle happened nearby, a lot of people vacated the area.
Last night, before I met up with the rest of you, I saw an argument between this really beautiful woman and that bull fella. If she's who I think she is, she's the one that he stole the thunder engine from. She might have sent him out here to look for Cable.
Oh. Well, he didn't go in Cable's direction necessarily. I mean, nearby. But if he is looking, I don't think he's found the location yet.
I wish we had a way to give him a heads up.
Is your freaky friend available?
We could check. You just give me a moment,
Okay.
and I'll attempt to look through Oz's eyes.
As you look through, you see Oz seems to be kind of hopping from one space to another quickly and watching this group of individuals dressed in gray robes moving forward throughout the space. They appear to be in the rubble based off of the area around them,
Straight over.
but is not watching Wolfgang like you asked.
I'll come out of it. That's not right.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Yeah, I'd say at this point you guys came back.
I sent Oz to follow Wolfie, but he's somewhere else, following a different group now.
Who's he following?
They're a group of humanoid individuals wearing gray robes, strange tattoo markings.
Can you talk to him?
I can't.
Could I try something? Can you can see through him. You can tell him where to go. You just can't speak to him?
I can't tell him where to go. I can share senses. I can feel what he's feeling. I can see what he's seeing. But that's it.
Does it work the opposite way? Can he see what you're seeing?
Not that I'm aware of.
I mean, if
That's
you give it a
interesting.
try.
Do you think Wolfgang's in trouble?
I'm not really sure. He is one to go picking a fight.
He was kind of
Rather pissed off.
Yeah.
Emotional.
Well, give it a try. I'll talk to him.
I don't think you really understand how this works.
No, not at all.
I lose my own senses when I do this. I can't perceive anything around me. So if you're speaking to me to try and speak to him, I can't hear you.
Oh. Well, I don't know if it's common when you all grow up, but back home, we have these big, long tubes that are carved into stone. And even if you're hundreds of feet away, if you talk into one end of it, sound comes out the other. So I was just thinking, if you do that thing where your eyes get all white and whatever you're doing, if I just talk into you, maybe your friend can hear me.
That's both.
Can I have him
Dumb
try and
and
roll
smart.
Can I have him roll a persuasion check?
So set your DC.
All right.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Total of 10.
Set the DC at 10. So. All right. Well, let's give it a go.
All right, I'll just kind of hold his cheeks a little bit and just try to hold his mouth open.
As you go and grab his cheeks, the like lightning markings like send off like little bits and sparks.
Oh my! Like, I guess I'm holding really high. And I'll pull you down to me. Hey, blue buddy. Is he blue?
Yeah.
Blue buddy.
Blue and black.
I don't know if you can hear me, but weird things are happening. I think Cable might be in trouble. Maybe you should report back. We're, and I'm gonna try to give him as good of a physical description as we possibly have of this place.
Okay. Roll a general intelligence check.
General
Can't
intelligence.
tell if he's allowing this or not.
I can 100% no.
Just straight up intelligence is
Yeah.
17.
Okay. Yeah, you feel like you've described this space pretty well.
Okay. Worst comes to worst.
My mouth is just open.
If you just fly up generally, maybe I could cast a message to you. Okay, thanks. Oh, this was Frogman, by the way. Okay, thanks, bye. And I'll try to kind of slap you on the cheeks a little bit and wake you up.
Don't wake up. But after a certain amount of time, I'll just come out of it.
That was something.
And I'm still slapping your cheeks a little bit.
Oh, all right.
Oh, you're back. Good.
Yes, that was certainly something.
If he was doing anything, you're not entirely aware. It didn't seem like Oz was responding to anything.
Oh, you don't think he heard you?
Ah, okay. We'll try again later. Maybe in more controlled situations.
Well, we can maintain.
We'll see about that.
So we can maintain course and head to Ouya, or we can try and figure out what this gray individuals are about. And, I mean, if he was set to follow Wolfgang, but then is following something else, that must be of some sort of import.
Or
Well-
what if they hurt Wolfgang?
I think if Wolfgang was hurt or captured, he would have tried to come back to me. But I'm not really sure. Usually he'll follow my instructions very well, but I'm not sure why he's doing this.
Well, what if we keep going to the harbor, and if Oz comes back, we'll know to divert course?
I can check in periodically and to see.
Try and get a grasp of the area. See if maybe it's relatively close to where we're going.
We'll just take a break every few minutes, and I'll take a peek.
That sounds good.
Do you want me to carry you?
I'll be fine.
Princess Carrie.
I do appreciate the thought there, Phil.
Fireman Carrie.
Is the offer for anyone?
Aw.
No.
Okay. No worries.
You little slut.
Right on my shoulders.
You little shoulder slut, you.
My legs are small.
You do have to take 3 steps for every one.
Yeah.
I
get tired so fast. All right. You all continue forward. Frogdan guiding the way, feeling confident about where things are going. With that, we'll kind of fade away from this moment. Coming back to Rangwin.
What up?
Rangwin. As that scenario
Basically the shit.
fades, you find yourself surrounded by NPCs.
Yeah. Me and you, father.
So
Dungeon father.
Cable comes out from a back room area past where the kitchen
What
is,
is that on my foot?
and brings you a number of relatively well-sized papers and some drawing and marking utensils, different color, a little variety of colors. Nothing too crazy, but options. I mean, if you're gonna design a bit, that's pretty much what I've got.
Yeah, thanks. That whole map thing was a bit of a farce. I don't want to make a map. I don't think I even know how to make a map.
Right.
But I want to talk to you a little bit more.
All right. Yeah, sure.
So, why do you want to be a baron?
I don't.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't until it apparently became an option for me.
Can that just happen? Can people just become barons? Is it like a
What if I'm
you kill them and you take their place kind of scenario?
I don't know. I've never heard of this. So for a while, as far as I understand, Voxstrom didn't have barons for a while. This was before my time. This is just what I've heard.
How long have you been here?
5 years now,
And just to be super clear,
right?
there's no one in those labs that you were in, right? Those are all cleared out.
Not in the one that I was in.
Okay.
There's 3 others, but
With a dragon in it.
well, the dragon's not necessarily in one of the labs. It's
But he was created in the labs.
well, that I don't know. I just know he's down there, and he's been kind of messed with a little bit. But he is guarding essentially what is the only other exit that I know of down here. I don't know where it goes, but it is a facility that people were using to come in and out of the lab without having to go through. He kind of points off past a window over to that massive tower, the Baron's Tower. It's a way out if you can get past the dragon.
Yeah, she sits down on like, I don't know, whatever couch or something.
Yeah, there's
is
a big
nearby.
old kind of beat up, palish green couch.
She sits down and kind of gets comfortable and goes, I ain't going near any dragons. I can tell you that much.
I don't blame you.
But I am interested. Look, these guys, our gang, we're pretty cool. And they're pretty cool.
Right.
And, you know, you seem pretty cool.
Thanks.
You got a gang. We got a gang.
You do.
I want us to stick together, but I also need to leave here. Some people are talking about overthrowing governments. I just want to not be in prison for once.
Sure, I get it.
So tell me about these cage fights.
Oh, the 12 cages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's usually a big event. It's one of the ones that not only the barons have to follow through on, but it's called up from Tongden. They ask for it to happen. So really, while the barons are the ones who are calling it, or at least what it looks like, the person who wins, they get to leave.
So people fight down here for the opportunity to fight up there?
Consider it an audition. Then there's the preliminaries inside the Baron's Tower, where it can be a bit of a different game each time, apparently. And then...
What do you
whoever-
mean a different game each time? Is there like a battle royale or a...
It varies.
It's like some
Okay.
Squid Game shit right now.
So it's not always a last person standing sort of thing.
I mean, I've never been in it, but that's what I've
Have
heard.
you watched them? Or do people
I've
watch
seen them before, yeah. Well, I've seen the 12 cages, but not when they go into the tower. No one's allowed to see that.
Except the Barons.
Well, yeah,
Anybody else?
that I don't know. I'm just assuming it's the Barons and anyone else in Old Tonkton, so... But yeah, whoever wins, and apparently there's been more than one winner before, but I think no more than 3 in one tournament. Again, I think it depends on the type of game they run. If it's like maybe a group scenario, maybe multiple winners. And then
Have
they
you
go
ever seen anyone go up and come back?
up. No. No, I haven't. Though, if I'm being perfectly honest, it wasn't necessarily a huge interest for me.
Got it. What are your interests, Cable?
Well, I like fiddling around with some tech. I made this, and he pulls out this gun, essentially, that has like 3, almost like a pop-out tripod, but they're similar to that of like spider legs, but metallically created.
I mean, she's visibly impressed.
And then he like drops it on the ground and like climbs up a wall and starts looking around.
Not gonna lie, that's pretty badass.
Thanks. I made these, and he shows off some boots that look like, as you notice, there's like a bit of a glow of like arcane runes on the side. Yeah, these let me not really travel back in time, but move backwards a short distance of time. But it's got to be a place where I walked through before within like the last 6 seconds or so.
Did you use those to steal the
It's
thunder
very
engine?
specific. No. 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 That's a journey in itself.
Cool.
I didn't know it was Cephala's at the time. I took it out of the lab when we were busting out. I didn't know what it was, but I was very curious, so I grabbed it, snatched it, ran, and now Cephala's been trying to find me for a number of years now. But I'm sneaky.
Oh, so you've had this thunder engine of hers for years.
Yeah, I've been fiddling around with what to do with it, and then when, well, Vicky dropped on our doorstep, I thought maybe this could be a good way of helping her somehow. I'm trying to fashion something that maybe replaces her core.
And she's only been here a couple days?
Well, she's been here a couple of days. I don't know how long she's been out there.
With you guys?
Yeah.
Well, I'm very interested in these runes on your boots. Is that... I saw those before in another place where there was a thunder engine involved. Do you need runes to make the thunder engine work?
Yeah, runes are part of it.
Can you tell me about that?
I mean, sure. I could show it to you.
Cool.
Yeah, come on. He brings you into that backroom area where he came out with parchment originally. And as he opens it up, it's kind of this relatively spacious closet area with a desk, a couple of books on the side. It's an absolute mess within this space. But sitting on that central area is a copper circular container with a window in the center, and you see that. It's not nearly as big as the one that you saw attached to that ship, and it doesn't seem to be on necessarily. It
Okay.
seems to be in a state of stasis.
Okay.
He brings you in. He starts breaking down essentially how things work, how they take a particular type of crystal that holds magic efficiently. It's enchanted with thunderous energy. It is then shattered while a containment field is placed upon it. The containers locks it up. It is welded shut. It is then inscribed with runes to essentially keep it in this perpetual state of exploding, which generates thunderous energy and propulsion, which can then charge or power
Is
many
it like
different
a
things.
spell? The runes?
It is not necessarily a spell. He breaks down it is a magical. It's not really a language. It is
it
specific
magical math?
characters. It's specific characters that hold an enchantment.
All math is magical.
Cool.
Kind of like magical math.
Math is so cool.
So she asks Cable, so this doesn't look as explodey as the last one I saw. Is it like on or off or
No, it's off currently.
how do you turn it on and off?
Well, I gotta attach it to something before I'm gonna turn this thing on, otherwise it's gonna...
So you haven't turned it on yet?
No.
It has to, what does it need what does it need to turn on?
You just need to activate it. It's an activation key. Just a phrase.
And you know that phrase?
Oh yeah.
So you use it to power something.
Sure.
So you could power Vicky's heart with it?
I'm thinking I could replace Vicky's heart with this.
Do you want some help?
Well, she hasn't agreed yet. She's been thinking it over. It's a big call. I'm not just going to force that on someone, even if I do think it would help, but it's her call. She doesn't really know how to approach it.
Okay. Interesting. Well, thank you.
I also need to find a smaller containment, which is the hard part.
What
Because now I
kind
got to take it out of there without it exploding.
Oh, wow. What do you do to do that?
I don't really know yet. I'm still working on that.
Can I help you find anything? You're putting us up. I feel like it's the least I can do. Help you with your project. I love a
mean-
project.
We could. I don't know if I want to pull you away from your group, but we could sneak into the factories. They do have a library in there, and they've got a
Well, we
wealth
can
of
wait till they
notes
get
and-
back and we can touch base and see. Or
Okay.
did you want to do that today?
No.
Okay, yeah,
It's
no.
it's not the safest of places to go to, but it doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Well, look, all I know is that the look I saw in Wolfgang's eyes before he left here makes me think that she might be important to him.
I definitely explained who she was.
I wasn't paying
I
attention.
can't help but think there's some kind of connection between them.
I was
But why
eating
male
nothing.
The tension was palpable.
I feel like Ragwood just doesn't necessarily understand the social cues of this. So
He
It's
does
like he
not.
Almost like they knew each other.
I mean,
I'm glad that's becoming clear to someone.
I would appreciate the help. I just don't really know how to go about it.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. Well, I'll talk to my friends and we'll see if we can.
I
I
don't
guess
want
they're my friends. I don't know.
Don't want to impose.
We've known each other a week.
I wasn't expecting to be asked to become a baron. I wasn't expecting to be talked about for revolution. I thought maybe you guys would wear a coat with me. Look, that's really all I thought. So it was a lot that just
Yeah,
got dropped
let
on
me
me.
tell you something. When you're in this gang, things go from like whack to whack-tastic real fast.
I don't really know what that means, but okay.
That's our group name, Whacktastic.
Fantastic.
I mean, I thought we were just trying to get out of prison, and now we're trying to overthrow your government. So,
So you were in prison before this?
No. Yeah. Before we got to this prison? Yeah.
That was a roller coaster. I don't know what that is. Wait a minute.
No,
Yeah.
yes, no.
Phrase.
That's a roller coaster.
Why do I know that?
They have a roller coaster in Voxstrom.
It's part of the tower.
Sorry, I totally forgot to describe
It's
it.
all the piping.
Yes, Cable.
It's called falling off a building.
We got out of one really annoying prison just to come into a bigger one. This one is less. Like, this one's a little more chill than our last prison, but
It's true.
I mean, I did get to drink, and that was cool. Do you ever drink? Have you ever had that stuff that makes your mouth catch on fire?
Oh, the Spitfire. It's a little pricey for my range, but yeah, I've had it before once. I
Oh, you
stole
gotta
it,
talk
but-
to Phil, man. He will hook you up.
Fuck. Keep that in mind.
Until you give us that gold.
Phil is the party pot.
I had a good opportunity where I'm not worried about being jumped.
Okay, well, thanks, Cable. I'm gonna go check in with Dark for a little bit.
Sure.
Okay. I come over to Dark.
He kind of hangs out in his space, just still
Yeah,
sits
what's he
down.
doing? What's he doing?
Dark is actually, you see him, he's looking out a window right now. And he looks at you and just, come here. Points outside. And as you look out, you see a number of metallic soldiers and a very large Minotaur man
Oh no!
nearby, and they're going over to windows, peeking through. One of the metallic soldiers kicks open a door, leans in, looks around, and looks like they're searching for something.
All right, I jog over to Cable.
Yeah, what's up?
There are some menacing-looking people outside. You said that Zavala was still looking for you. Well, do you know that Minotaur dude and all those robots?
Oh, yeah, Bo and the Tinkerman.
They're outside.
Fuck. Shit.
What do
Okay,
you need? What are we doing?
we need to leave. We need to go to the roofs. Wow, I feel. He grabs the thunder engine and starts packing up notes and storing things away.
I mean, I'm offering to help him carry anything or help with anything.
Yeah, he essentially points out some specific
Throw it
notes
out
to,
there.
Okay,
to
and
grab.
then so it's me, Darek, and Olwill's
Olwill
there,
is
right?
Currently
Two?
passed out.
Is he still passed out?
Yeah.
Okay, well then, as we're getting stuff together, I'm gonna go try and wake him up. Olwill!
Ah,
Olwill!
what?
We gotta go. You gotta get up. Now, son.
Moving again?
Yeah,
I did that
we're actually in
yesterday.
danger, so let's hop to.
Okay.
She slaps him in the face.
Oh, God, that doesn't help.
Okay, well, you're welcome. Let's go.
You see Cable, who kind of runs by with a sack on, like a backpack. He kind of jumps off the wall, springs off, catches a rope, and pulls down as a hatch door drops open, and then some stairs proceed down. And he's like, "Hey," he's just like, "Get up there."
All right, we have Olwill go first.
All right, Ol
And then
climbs
it'll
up.
probably go me and then Darek.
And then Cable swings up, and it starts to
Up
and
him.
closes.
Pim bounce.
Pim's not there.
Pim bounced, yeah.
Pim went after Vicky.
The protection's gone.
Okay.
You guys then at that point begin to proceed to the rooftops. While you're up there, we're gonna make some rolls.
Okay.
Cable essentially gestures. There is a pathway of different like boards and beams that have been placed across the rooftops.
Yeah.
To navigate your way out of here,
Okay.
I'm gonna need stealth checks.
You go get him.
Yo, you go get him.
You go get some stealth.
How many stealth checks? Do any of them come with advantage?
Nope.
Probably
You
not.
just make one stealth check. It is a group stealth check.
Okay. $27.
Jesus.
I rolled a 19 and I have a +8.
Damn!
The only one
Rogues.
who failed was Olwill.
Oh, come
Oh.
on.
It's a group stealth check.
Good
Stealth
old-
check, yeah.
Fucking kid.
I rolled an 18 for Cable plus 5, a 15 for Darek plus 5, and then a 12 for Olwill minus 1.
Oh,
Or sorry, plus 1.
baby.
So you had
Okay.
a 13.
Why you gotta be so slow?
You guys take this moment to move from one point to another. All of these metallic soldiers that are kind of walking about, they have these batons in their hand that are sparking with electricity up at the top. Kicking down different spaces, looking about. They even look up and almost make direct eye contact with you, but within this space, you are just hugging to the shadows well enough, and you kind of grab Olwill and pull him back from like a ledge as he's like peeking over just to keep him safe.
Little golden boy.
Yeah, golden child. You guys proceed forward, seemingly unnoticed. There is a point that you notice Bull pulling out a very large axe, and it electricity starts to crackle across it, and he knocks open. He hits a door that is specifically to the DL, like that massive tower, and the entire door and wall breaks off, shattering inside, and he just...
There were people in here. Search the building.
And he goes in, and all those... They start walking in that direction. But you guys make it out, silently.
There's a problem here.
Yeah.
As you traverse
Problems
forward,
everywhere
you
right
come
now.
back to that moment. Wolfgang.
God, that's where I'm going.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
hate you.
this is fun for me.
I need, because you got lost originally, you need to make another survival check.
Sure.
Dude, please get lost again.
Seriously? Okay.
At this point, I'm really sorry, I'm going to give you advantage. You're starting to familiarize yourself with this part of town.
Why did you apologize?
Why is
Because he
advantage
wants to
Because
get
he's
lost.
trying to get lost. He's trying to
I
not show up.
kind of don't want to go there.
Nat 20, fuck!
How's a 10 sound?
The 10 is not enough.
Great.
Failure
It's
never
not enough to
felt
find
so
that
good.
area.
Task failed successfully.
Advantage, you monster.
You are starting to get more and more
Dare you.
lost within this space.
And I'm very angry and frustrated. Can you have some regular people try to jump me?
I want to feel good about myself.
Some average fucks.
Yeah, instead of some fucking just rogues.
Is there anything you would like to do in this moment?
Punch.
Falcon punch.
You 100% know that you don't know where you are.
I'm gonna
In
ask.
your head and just
I'm gonna. Is there anyone around who looks like they would know? Who would not be fucking shady tweaker fucks?
Roll a perception check.
Sure.
tweakers as far as the eye
The
can see.
city's only tweaker.
Just an army of tweakers walking forward.
Just a multitude of colors.
As you're looking around this area, no one's coming near you.
Cool.
No one's nearby. Anyone you do catch for a moment, gone.
I do probably look pretty mad. Okay.
How far away is he from?
That's a good question.
Do you know?
Yes.
Of course he knows. He's God.
If you know, if we're all running around, like, could Rangwin like reach out with her mind powers that she doesn't understand to see if she like, because she knows Wolfgang is.
Do you want to
out
burn
and
some of
about.
that?
Kinda.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know
What's
how it
going on?
works.
Mhm.
She just thinks she has mind powers.
She's trying to figure it
I don't
out.
think we have mind powers. I've tried to use the Force.
You use some of your...
I
So-
think I have mine.
Okay, so it'd be psychic whispers.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to roll a die. But it's just for the number of hours.
Yep.
Okay, 3 hours.
Okay.
If I'm in within a mile of him, then I should be able to reach out to him and talk to him.
Shit! That's dope!
Does it say you need to establish the connection first, though?
It says, as an action, choose up to 2 characters you can see.
Yes.
No!
Once you've established the connection, then you can communicate with them up to a mile.
She did that before I left.
I will be looking
If
around
it happened in
for
a
him.
past episode,
From
no.
the rooftops, I will be actively looking for him because
Please don't make me
Sure,
scroll through
I
the
don't
footage.
want him to go
That's
back
that's
there.
totally reasonable.
Just so you know, so if I do
Go
come
ahead and make a
across him-
perception check.
Okay.
It will be a disadvantage.
Okay.
Just because of being this high up off the ground, you don't have as much of the mushrooms.
This is
light.
perception?
Yes. To assist you.
Fine.
We'll be operating with that.
The other one was a 15.
Is there anything else you would like to try?
I'm gonna try to talk to somebody.
Okay.
Who doesn't look
Tweaker or no?
who doesn't look shady? There's a guy. I'm sure there's a regular ass human or person.
You see someone nearby who is kind of peeking around, who isn't running, but looking at you. It's kind of hard to make out the details. They're a little far away, and while your blind sight goes out to 10 feet, they're a little further away, but they're kind of looking at you.
Do I spot them?
Yeah, absolutely. They don't seem to be hiding.
I kind of narrow my eyes and give them the old head nod.
What's up, bro?
You know, dips around. You hear
I'm gonna follow.
as you go and turn the corner, no one's there, and then you feel a tap on your shoulder, and you turn and you see standing before you is this lizard-like individual, small.
Doing push-ups.
No, they have this kind of like extended snout, scales across their face of kind of reddish purple, but kind of a white under chin that goes in down to their chest. But they're wearing a bit of a cloak, a tunic.
Was it 3 kobolds in a trench coat?
It's one kobold in just a coat.
Is it a kobold?
It is a little kobold.
Do you know what a kobold looks like?
Yes, they're common enough creatures. The lore of them has been about.
How tall is he? It?
Maybe
Them?
Like a lizard.
Yeah, maybe just cresting 2.5 feet tall.
Then how did he tap on his shoulder?
Yeah, he jumped.
So Wolfgang kind of turns around.
Hey,
Um,
you need help, buddy?
No.
Not anymore.
I did, but
Just punt this little dude.
Says the little dude.
Let me introduce myself. My
I'm 2'10". I'm taller.
Icky Ian. I had to bring him back. God damn it! Bring him in.
the character you invented on the spot. Got it.
Yes.
He sounds exactly how I got you.
I've been thinking about this for a week.
Oh my god.
All right. Oh,
It's always sunny up
The name suits you.
I've heard of you, actually.
My reputation precedes me.
Something like that, yes.
What can I do for you, big guy?
I don't even know where to begin.
I feel like even if he doesn't have hair, his like scales are slicked back.
Yeah.
He has a mustache.
Pulls out a comb.
He's just covered in dick.
I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, you had a rough encounter with some of those, the Grey Walkers.
The Grey Walkers.
Wow, yeah, that's what we call them around here.
You
The
saw
ones obsessed with Nox.
Nox.
Yeah.
Who's Nox?
Well, it's not a who, it's a what.
What's Nox?
It is a poison. You, sir, got poison. They like to put it on their weapons. It saps the magic right out of you.
Do you know how to fix that?
Yeah, wait.
Wait, what?
Take a nap. Take a break. It comes back the next day. You just don't want to get hit with it again.
What happens then?
It's going to stay away longer. If you get it 3 times, that's it. No magic for the rest of your life.
Ooh.
Now, when you say 3 times, you mean consecutively, or can I be healed from it?
Nope.
Got it.
Tallies up. Well, as far as I know,
Okay.
I've never encountered no one who got away scot-free from it.
They mentioned something about the steeple.
The
Where
Great
they-
Steeple.
the-
Yeah.
Sure.
Out in the Echo Harbor.
Yeah. That's their base?
Yeah.
How many are there?
Whoa. What's in it for me? This information don't come free, friend.
Not few does. What do you say you do this pro bono and then we talk about something else you can do for me that I will pay you for?
Roll persuasion check.
Fucking roll. Nope. How does a 5 sound?
Sounds like it's not a deal.
Sounds icky.
You know how to work the situation, my friend. I'll give you that. You would do well down here, but I gotta watch out for me.
Yeah, that's fair. What do you want? What can I offer you?
The thing that jingles or information.
I can offer you information. I don't have much in the way of money.
All right. Depending on how good the juice is.
What do you want to know?
What'd you lose?
My power.
Where does it come from?
Right here.
Inside your chest,
Sure.
where you got sliced. I guess that makes sense.
That's the best of my knowledge. That's how it works.
Were you an arcane type? You a druid? You a holy person?
I've been referred to as a paladin.
Oh, okay.
A holy warrior, but I have not a lot of use for holy things.
That doesn't make sense to me, but okay.
Join the club.
Fair enough. Now, what was it you wanted to know again?
How many gray ones?
It
Whatever
can
they
vary
have.
from day to day. They like to go out and poach their subjects, you know?
Poach their subjects.
Well, they hunt.
Hunt?
They don't exactly do this by asking.
Do what?
Taking away They think magic is like the enemy of all things.
God, I like this guy. If you had to venture a guess, how many of them are there?
Probably about 13.
That's it?
Yeah. It's hard to get people on board with the whole, let me cut you and take your magic away deal.
Yeah, I could
without
see
some
that.
like significant trauma in your life.
We've all had trauma if we ended up here. Okay. So, that's a good exchange for starters.
I don't know. I feel like I didn't get much.
You asked a question.
I did.
I asked a question.
Yeah.
We're even.
I don't know. It's not really the same, but okay.
That was the price you put on me, and I gave it willingly.
Fine.
Now I have something I am interested in wondering, and something I'm wondering if you could do for me. I heard you have the ability to get messages to the surface.
Indeed, friend, I can.
I need a message to someone kind of high up in Taunton.
Ooh, that gets tougher.
Yeah, I assumed as much.
But I can make it happen. No problem.
You seem like a capable fella.
I'm tiny. I can squeeze into the pipes.
There we go.
The roller coaster.
I told you lizards were awesome.
Is he a lizard? Are kobolds lizards?
I mean, they have reptilian like features. They're
He's a
they're
fucking
based off of
lizard.
dragon
Can squeeze into the pipe.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
roll a history
Go
check
into
real
the
quick.
pipe and I'm going to do push-ups. I'm going to get that message out there.
23.
Ooh.
23. You know that within my world, within this space, kobolds are the production of female dragons who lay eggs without them being fertilized. To produce full actual dragonkin, female dragons will lay eggs and they will hatch to produce servants, like kobold servants. Some of them branch out and live their own lives.
That's
and,
wild. Okay.
But yeah, that is the most common practice for dragons to accrue servants, worshippers, people to protect their riches.
Okay. So,
That hits real close to home, you. It's like real life.
Does it?
got a lot of dragon kid on your life?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Out here laying dragon kid eggs.
Out here laying eggs.
doing push-ups?
Talk about society, bro.
Anyways, what'll it cost me to get a message? Do you know people up there?
Sure, I got a couple people I can talk to. Some... actually, I can't really talk to the hand right now. They don't like me. But if I give it about a month, it'll be fine.
A month?
Well, I'll do it myself, but I'm not going to use the hand. It's fine.
Okay. It's a ninja clan, but okay. So, I need a message. Have you heard of Gino Fitzwillow?
No idea what that is.
All right, he's a gnome. He's part of the treasury in Taunton.
Okay. Sure, yeah. I'll get arrested real quick. I'll get up there, no problem.
That sounds okay. If I gave you a letter, could you deliver it to him?
Sure, it's gonna be roundabout. Take me a little while, but I'll get it there.
How long's a little while?
Depends on how well this goes. Anywhere from 4 days to a week.
What would you want from me for this service?
I'm gonna need some money up front.
Like
I
what?
want This is gonna get pretty shitty really fast. So let's say 13 gold to start.
What about the finish?
I'll probably come back for the other 13. 13 now, 13 when I come back. With alterations depending on how shitty my day was.
That seems fair. You seem like a trusting kind of guy.
Why do the professor's ears itch?
Everything about me's trustworthy.
So, my question to you
You
is,
have to
what
say-
guarantee do I have you're not going to just take my 13 gold and run? Do you have maybe something I can
I
have
was
of yours?
recommended.
Sure you were.
My reputation precedes me.
Yeah. Your reputation
God.
that you're icky. So again, do you have anything that you can leave with me?
It's like the general energy I put out. I'm not actually a Nicky person.
He's just moist.
Oh, he's icky, all
God,
right.
this mucus.
Anything soggy or?
Do you know who Cable is?
Lots of mucus.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Cable. We've done some work here and there.
trying to find. I was just there, but I'm trying to find his place.
The DL.
Yes, that's. I think I've heard him refer to it as that.
Mm-hmm. That's a stupid name. Yeah, but I can get you there.
Yeah, it does seem kind of stupid, being as that it's a tower type of a situation. So
Well,
it's not down and low.
It's around
It's
other
high.
towers. There's other buildings. I mean, I get what he's going for. But
Sure,
you're right. It does
doesn't.
stick out.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's really dumb.
I'm glad we agree.
We do.
So, you take me there. I can write this note up, give you your gold,
Sure.
and we can make this happen.
Let's make it happen.
Lead the way.
Write this note up.
And he starts
Take
scurrying
my
off. He actually
picture.
drops down on all fours and like,
Ooh.
I follow as quickly as possible.
all right.
Just because of the voice and because he said that he goes through the pipes while he was talking, I placed where it sounds familiar from. Mario from that old, terrible Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So
What's your
good.
name? Mario. Your last name? Mario. Mario.
You talking about Bob Hoskins?
Yeah.
Rude.
I didn't realize I made Mario, but a cobalt.
All art is stolen these
It
days.
really is. It's so hard to be original in this market. With that moment, we will come back to the main group.
I just want to point out that I I failed finding my way there, which was a good thing, just to then find my way there.
Yeah.
Really good at this.
Nailing it.
The difference is you've lost time,
Thank God for that.
which can change timelines and who you encounter.
The butterfly.
We're in the worst timeline.
I wake up every day and say that.
I'm alive again. Damn it. As you are all proceeding into what you can only assume is the Echo Harbor, you guys go through a gated checkpoint area. No one's really there guarding it per se. There are two individuals who are up on a higher walled tower area who are just kind of looking down at you, and they have these large harpoons in their hand. Placed upon the right side and left side of the wall are more harpoons that have been jabbed into someone's body and is pinning them to the wall. They are wearing the design and mark of Barrowmen gang members.
Well, good luck with this whole talk, you guys.
I'll send. Oh, go ahead, charisma boy.
They're kind of just watching you as you're approaching, but they don't seem to be like getting ready for anything. They're just observing.
Ness, do you have a moment, please?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, so I was thinking on the way over here a little bit. Ulia sounds like she likes people who are strong. You seem pretty strong.
Thanks.
And the professor's been a wee bit moody lately. I don't think maybe he should do too many negotiations.
Fair.
Right. And I'm not physically strong, and neither is Mr. Nand.
So I should try and make myself seem tougher, maybe?
I was thinking you should tee up negotiations.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right?
Yeah, I feel good.
Is this a
Right.
hushed conversation?
Oh, yeah. All right, so what's our goal going in here as far as you think?
What is our goal?
All right. Oh.
Oh, shit.
So I think the first thing we're trying to do is to see if she's as game as Kharkov is for a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
If she's not, maybe we just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And not end up like them.
I like that plan very much.
All right. We'll wing it. We'll see how it goes.
I know. Things generally work out for us.
If it goes south, we got your back. All right?
What, my back?
Yeah.
Do you think things are gonna go south for me?
I mean, it really depends on how well you can negotiate. I have the utmost confidence in your ability. You learned how to say sorry just today.
You are right. Thanks.
God.
Hey, you don't have any of that whiskey on hand, do you?
I do have a wee bit. The professor gave it back to me the other night.
Can I?
Yeah, here you go.
Thank you. Put it back.
I like where
All
this
right.
is going.
Let's get the others
You
up to speed.
notice when you kind of like let out that roar, it kind of echoes out in this space.
You all right?
Yeah, keep that up.
Yeah, I stubbed my toe. I'm okay.
No, no. Oh.
I mean, ah!
Yeah.
Come at me, bro!
Oh.
All right.
Are we getting into a fight?
Ness is fired up. She's ready to tee off negotiations.
Yes. I'm gonna go talk.
Doing the talking.
Oh no, I'm not very physically strong, and I think she respects that.
What, do you need to have a buff tongue to talk?
No, I don't think she'll want to listen to me because I'm just a sexy elf boy.
He probably has a buff tongue.
I do have a very buff tongue.
Said
I'm
the
gonna talk to the
subterranean
guards.
pigeon.
It's not what I was talking about.
I'm built for stamina.
Let's check in with these guys. Maybe they know where she is.
It's a good starting point. All
She'll
right.
walk up to one of the guards.
You walk up and there's two up. Probably almost about 20 feet up on these perched areas, and they're just kind of watching you guys, watching you scream.
We're here to see Ulya.
Okay. Go walk in.
That was easy.
The gate's open.
Thanks. Let's go.
Head towards the water.
Thank you.
Look for the bigger harbor.
Appreciate your help.
Don't say thank you.
I mean, yeah, bruh. Let's go. Let's go.
Right, right.
They like say something back and forth to each other. You're not really sure what.
It's going well. It's going well. Let's go.
Perfect. Perfect.
As you're walking into this space, you're noticing that a lot of the facilities, the houses within this area, if you can call them houses, are on elevated platforms. Scaffolding is raising them up above. And as you step down from this checkpoint onto solid ground, it's very damp here. You imagine it potentially floods within this area during some of the rainier seasons, being so close to the water line. So these buildings were placed higher up. There's walkways that you guys climb up some stairs, and now you're on this elevated area. Moving about, you see plenty of people chill around. They've got a fire going on, cooking something. They kind of watch you all as you walk past, but you're noticing everyone has access to like fresh fish within this area. People are shucking oysters and opening up clams and
I want to go here in real life. Seafood?
yeah, absolutely. It is their commodity that they hoard. You remember Kharkov actually mentioning this, that it is something that they keep specifically for themselves, and if it comes out of this area, it is drastically overpriced. Moving about the space, you kind of come across to the water line, and for one of you, it's your first time seeing this large, massive body of water, which doesn't even really compare to the ones that you two are very familiar with. But you see expanding outwards where the cave does end up cutting off at some point, there is a massive lake. It has an ebb and flow and tide as it washes up a bit on the shore.
How does the water look? Does it look like clean? Does it look murky, dirty?
From this distance, roll a perception check.
I'd say icky.
Mr. With kobolds.
Kobold.
They're just Baxter.
10.
10. It's a little hard to tell from this distance, especially with how dark it is in here. You notice the mushrooms have diminished quite a bit within this area. So any lighting in here is usually torches nearby from different encampments and homes that are found in this area. You find this very large wharf district that is placed just above the water. As you're getting closer, it's getting very busy in this area. You approach and there are two men who are standing outside of what you imagine is the home base for Julia.
Seeing the waves, can I feel like the gravitational connection with the moon here?
Roll a wisdom check.
I like that.
What is that? 7. Thank you. Fancy dice. Can't read them. All right. 11.
11. Yeah, you feel a draw. There is that strength that is there. It's not the full connection.
Mhm.
There is something about this space that feels diminished, not as in tune. Probably the lack of sky above you.
Mhm.
But nonetheless, you're able to feel that sensation.
Okay, I'll give myself like a silent, like, give me strength in this prayer.
I'll tap you on the shoulder. You've got this. On.
Okay, I'll walk up to the guards.
Strong.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
We are here to see Julia.
Who are you?
We are outsiders of
That-
this land.
That's very clear.
Are you gonna take us to her or what?
Roll an intimidation check.
Can I try to give her advantage by just squaring up next to the professor behind her?
Roll a strength check.
Ah!
Nat 20, here we go.
Can I try to as I
No, because he's trying to give her advantage. We
Yeah.
can't have both of you trying to.
Okay.
14.
14.
All right, strong boy.
I'll give you advantage for that. Yeah, that's up there. Pretty low elf boy.
Almost a nat 20. That's very
Better.
close.
What was I rolling for again? I'm sorry.
Intimidation.
Thank you, intimidation. It's,
Can she use her strength for intimidation?
She didn't really approach it with strength.
that's true. 11.
11. Kind of. Chum, looking to get eaten alive. Fine. Go on in. He opens up the door. And as the door opens up, you hear the raucous laughter that is within that area. Music is playing inside, and you can hear the sound of burps and drinking happening. Seems like a bit of a tavern hangout space.
What does it smell like? I know I'm not there, but I want to know.
Stale beer.
Great. I'm gonna hold on to the hilt of my sword and
Would you like another shot?
walk in.
Kyle's will drink one.
Walking in, there are people kind of brawling and fighting in corners, just like smashing someone on a table and throwing them off to the side. The guy hits the wall and's like, "Good one," and runs back in. They're just like wrestling and beating each other to a pulp. They look like they're having a good time though. There's a band off in the corner playing some musical instruments, and sitting right ahead on a massive throne, essentially, of bones.
Bone throne.
Of varying shark teeth and whalebone, is a massively beefed out, blue-skinned with green hair Triton individual. On their side, they have this massive fish hook that is made out of pure ebony bone that has these teeth that are attached inside the center of it where it hooks. And it comes to this gnarly hooked curve. As she's looking around just like at what's going on, she's got this big smile on her, and her teeth have been filed down into fangs. Tattoos all across her body, and you notice on the left shoulder she has a big chunk missing from her. It has scarred over, but it's this dent within her. And she kind of sees you all enter and, "Quiet, you lot!" And everything hushes. And standing up,
I do believe we've noticed.
Seems we've got guests. Welcome, friends. What can the fish mongrels do for you?
Hi!
The professor literally just go on.
We come as emissaries of peace between you and Kharkov.
I'm just gonna draw my sword now.
We
Do you?
believe.
I'm like she says that, and I'm just,
Is that wrong?
and I'll put my hand on the hilt.
Faith, Professor.
We believe that you are all being severely underrepresented here, and we want to change the narrative and make you the barons of this place.
Counts like those are dressed up behind her.
I don't know what check this is. Roll a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Oh
God. Oh my god.
And
The rest of the group begins to. They all start laughing. It's raucous and loud before.
Emissaries of my sworn enemy.
Series of peak.
we're not aligned with him at all. We thought that you would have need of them.
What on earth would I want with a wimpy, bellied gut fish like Kharkov?
You're both very powerful here, and you have influence over a lot of people and fish things. Basically, I think you have the possibility for true change down here, and aligning with him, while it may not be like a friendship kind of thing, I think that mutually you would both really benefit, because it's not really each other who are the enemies, is it? It's those guys.
She looks directly up.
You lost me, girlie.
They can kill the fucking bird.
We can kill the barons.
Kill the barons. The barons are what helped me keep my power.
But what if you could have more power? Why go through the barons to get power when you can just make it your own?
It's not an agreement we've made with each other. They do their shit. Keeps me where I need to be. Pulling the strings, living the life.
Sounds like your string's being pulled from behind and you don't mind it.
Alright, boss, I think we should go. I think she's scared.
You may be
Scared?
right, buddy.
Scared. Interesting.
I mean,
At least we're not gonna have to make
I'm
new
not-
characters.
Push, pull, insults. I see what you're all really about. You're not good at this whole persuading and dealing. You're people of action, ain't ya?
At that moment, I cast Enlarge on the professor.
Yes, we are. So let's see if you're strong enough to pull away from those strings in your back.
Very well, let's see it indeed!
I would like all four of you to roll it.
My dad!
We will come back to that after this quick break. We'll see you guys soon. Welcome back to
Brattle!
Can we start on the battle map?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we're going right into it. All right.
You know that fight that you guys just picked?
I'm jewelry now.
So
You guys
I
are
will
gonna
need.
die.
I will need everyone present. I will need their initiative roll,
Nice.
excluding you two, of course.
Advantage for you.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna be.
You did it.
Yes.
Battle music too.
Natural 12.
Wow.
Total of.
Total of 13.
Total of 13.
It's a good
Alright.
thing. The AOE spell you wanted. Wouldn't do you much good.
Natural 1 for a total of 4.
Natural 1 for a total of 4.
They're
Do you have a
12.
+3 to your initiative? Pretty good.
Kylus.
11 for a total of 13.
11. Wow. And then I will zero out Wolfgang.
Yeah. I rolled. Well, I only have +1 to my initiative.
Okay. Coming to the top of the round, Kylus, you're up.
He rolled a natural 12. I did not roll a natural 12.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. I'll.
I don't know if that's how
I
you
don't
run
know
it.
if I can change that or not.
Yeah, you can. You're running it in the encounter builder.
Yeah. let
You
me
can
just-
change initiative whenever you
I'm
got
just
it,
gonna make it
please.
14.
You are initiative.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Sounds
make
like
it a
someone
14, so it just
changes
puts it on
initiative.
there.
Whenever
an awful lot.
anyone that gets like a natural, I just put it to like 50.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So, Professor, you are up.
Perfect. All right.
Kylus, you're on deck.
This is Ulia right here.
Yes.
Sweet. And is that a wall behind her or?
Yes, it is a wall behind her.
Okay.
Essentially, what you're kind of looking at here, the scribbles, if you guys go outside, that's water.
Okay.
This is a solid deck.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And then anything past that deck, of course, is also water.
Solid
my
deck.
Oh, sorry.
That's beautiful.
All right.
That's what we're here for.
We're mature.
Those tiny little circles are seats, squares are tables, and that long one to the right is part of the bar.
Just to get a little bit in, I'm going to bonus action phase step. And I'm going to appear right next to her, and when I do that, a small circle of fire shoots out as I am in my summer form, and she takes 2 points of fire damage.
Hell yeah, she does.
Wow.
Points.
Hot boy.
Hot boy.
How far out does it reach?
Hottest of boys.
Anybody within 5 feet I can choose.
Within 5 feet. Okay, so you don't get that person.
Yeah.
Okay. As you, in your massive form, fire erupting around you, she kind of recoils back. It singes her a bit, but she kind of.
A larger course.
I'm gonna have the
Larger corpse?
flail out actually, and I'm gonna swing down as I appear.
Roll to hit. That one.
No, how about 25?
25 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Be sure to do the extra D4 because of your enlarge.
Large and in charge.
Mm.
That is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
9 points
As she
of
swings around, I'll block with my shield and then bring it around.
Striking her across the face. All right. Anything else you would like to do?
That's it.
Okay.
I'm gonna save the action surge.
Okay. Ulia's going to use a legendary action
What?
to strike at you.
Sir, we're level 3.
I'm very aware. She's going to swing at you, coming through with a very blinding level of speed. As she will be using her hook grapple.
Her Happle.
Get over here!
Apple, absolutely.
It's like scorpion.
That
Copyright.
is
Oh, sorry.
26 to hit.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Come close to me!
Get over here.
That's excellent.
That one's not copyrighted.
I wonder why it's so good.
57 points of damage.
You take 11 points of piercing damage, and you are now grappled. As her hook digs into your back, she pulls it forward and just sinks in between your shoulder blades, locking your right arm into place with her. And she's...
You'll soon meet your friends in a moment.
Oh shit.
Does her breath smell like shrimp?
smells like the worst fish you've ever smelled.
Ugh.
Kylus, you're up.
All right. So negotiations are out of question.
You're more than welcome to talk in the middle of the fight.
No,
You can say anything in those moments.
she seems like a lady of action. Okay. I will pull out my scimitar, swing it around, and send out a blast of black wind.
At Julia?
Yeah.
Okay, roll to hit.
Really?
Well, could be worse.
Okay, good. 13.
13 misses, just barely.
Okay.
As she rolls to the side, she blasts out a hole in the wall, and you can now see a bit of the ocean out behind you, or behind her.
Just working on our escape
And
route.
she just kind of looks to you and right back to you.
To him or to her?
To
Okay.
the one she's
She's hugging.
faced up with.
Cool.
Love anything else
that.
you'd like to do?
Deal with the others. I've got this.
I'm gonna like step in
And now turn into a rig.
to here. No, there's enemies everywhere.
But they're not necessarily involved in the fight yet. They might just be holding space for Ulia to kick our ass.
True. I'm gonna go right there.
Okay. Ending your turn, I will use another legendary action. As she hooks into you, she picks you up off the ground and hurls you at Nesta. I'm gonna roll to hit you.
Do we get any sort of check to resist this?
No,
No.
You're being hurled.
I can only do this if I'm grappling you, though.
And him being large doesn't affect it? Oh, goodness.
She a strong lady. Nesta,
She
does a 15 hit
She
you?
can throw someone
No.
a size category bigger than her.
That
Yep.
dice is okay.
She can't throw someone 2 size categories bigger. If you were huge, it wouldn't work.
Just give me that potion of giant
Miss.
size.
Okay. As you go flying this way,
Does he hit the one behind her?
he lands about
Damn.
there. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you land prone or not.
15.
15. You stay standing. As you roll and just key up, back up.
Key up.
I kind of like lay on my
Nessa,
shield and just.
Nessa, you roll out of the way quickly, and she kind of. She has like this bloodlust coming into her eyes right now.
She rages. I don't know. She's legendary actioning.
You see everyone in this area they sit up, but they're not in it.
Good. That was the correct response.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
You went towards the enemy. Nice job.
It is now Julia's turn.
I tried to get away from everyone else.
Ulia Bajulia.
Ulia, her name's Ulia Gulia.
You're the one I'm interested in.
Callus just stands there and looks as weak as possible.
I thought you were going to say Tina Belcher.
That's totally a Tina Belcher.
Yeah. I'm gonna strike twice at you. Natural 20.
Okay.
Oh!
Silver barbs.
Silvery bar.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a natural 20, but it is still very high. That's a 25 to hit.
Hey, it ain't a crit.
At least it ain't a crit. Yes, absolutely.
Hit, don't crit.
Remember, you can give someone a
That
advantage now.
is 10 points of piercing damage to you.
Okay.
Second attack coming in. Ooh, not as good. Another 15 misses.
Misses, yeah.
Misses.
I'll get advantage too.
She sinks it into your leg, pulling it back, spins her hook above, and goes for that same shoulder blade point, and you just duck out of the way just in time. She does not grapple you because she has to hit you twice in order for the grapple to go off on her action. Okay.
You don't need
We'll be fine.
Mhm.
Kylas.
Everyone
I'll
else
give you my advantage.
Sick.
kind of stops what they're doing. Nesta, you're up, and Frogman, you're on deck.
Okay. I'm going to.
You are squared up with Wooly right now.
Okay. I was gonna do.
Power would kill. Nice.
Right. I'm gonna use my action to do Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay.
So I'm gonna Sphere of Twilight emanates from me. Filled with dim light, moves with me, and lasts for 1 minute. Great. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to summon my spiritual weapon and put it right here, facing her.
What does it look like?
Oh,
It's your first time.
That's right. I forgot it's my first time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it looks just like my sword, except for it's glittery and sparkly like stars, of course. And every time it moves, it leaves behind a little like trail of starlight in its wake.
Like a living constellation, this sword appears before you.
Yeah.
And as part of Twilight Sanctuary, we get temporary hit points, right?
If you end up in my sphere, so
Within 10 feet.
At the end of our
That's me.
turn, or at the end of whose turn?
I think it's the end of. Let's see. 1 minute. Whenever a creature ends its turn in the sphere, you can grant that creature one of these benefits: either 1d6 plus 3 temporary hit points, or you can end effect on it being charmed or frightened.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's 30
So on your
30
turn,
foot
when you
radius,
end,
yeah.
she chooses what to give you.
Stick close to the cleric.
All right. You get to make an attack as part of summoning it, too.
Great! It's gonna go swing,
Swing.
Showing.
Shove.
Is that the sound effect?
pretty much. Swing.
Go swing.
Ghost swing. All right, that is a
Spiritual swing.
Spiritual swing.
+6. Love it.
Austin
Love
Powers
to
had
see
that.
We love to see it.
Love to see it.
You'll love to see it.
22.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that absolutely hits.
Nice.
Yay! All right. 7 points. Slashing.
7 points of force damage.
Oh, force damage.
Oh, yeah. Swinging through.
It was more of a swing.
Ooh.
Swing.
Nailed it.
I'm so sorry. I can't believe I've done this. And I imagine you don't want to move.
No.
Okay. I will use a legendary action. Yeah, I'm going to swing at you. Well, at the start of her turn, she gets more back.
She gets 3.
That's why I used all of them quickly.
So at the end
It's not
of
her
Britt's
turn
turn,
yet.
though,
Doesn't matter.
you get temporary
She
hit
gets
points
3
now, right?
though every
She gets
turn.
every round.
True.
Because that includes you,
Yes.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
It does.
1d6 plus 3. Go ahead and roll.
Thank
So
you.
like some things take 1, some things take 2. Some things
Nice.
So 9
That's
points.
9. Pretty good.
That is a dirty 20 to hit you.
Yeah. That
All right.
is.
Roll damage. That is cocked. That
Clerics are
is
busted.
13 points of piercing damage, and you are now grappled.
Crappled, more like it.
Ah,
Hey,
booyah!
got him.
And that's the sizzle.
I'm gonna leave now.
So she can grapple on her legendary actions also?
So her legendary action, she burns 2 to do specifically a hook strike grapple. Yeah. Otherwise, on her turn, she has to hit you twice to get you with the grapple.
Okay.
Yeah, she's burning 2 points to make that happen. Frogman, you're up.
So, I know it's not rules as written.
Every time!
Of course you do.
So.
But would one argue that when one is grappling,
I knew he was gonna start.
due to thy speed being 0, would it not be harder to evade dexterity-based saving throws?
Did you say thy?
He did.
You have
Just
no
making
proof.
sure-
This isn't being recorded.
Just making sure.
Therefore,
Rules is written, no, not necessarily.
Yeah.
It doesn't require movement in order to dodge a dexterity. In terms of like rules as written,
Yeah, but like
'Cause
rules
you're
as
still-
intended.
you're still staying within your space to get out of that area.
Alright.
Additionally, per the rules of this specific grapple, she's grappled. Ulia is not.
Oh, this is a weird ass grapple.
Because I'm not grappling with my hands, I've got you with a weapon. And I
Okay.
just move you around as I need to.
See, this is a decoding the gun dungeon thing that I was talking about.
Uh-huh.
We should start looking into.
Well, and that's the thing, DMs can create special circumstances
Nope,
for
nothing
specific
about that
types
in the
of
rules.
grapples.
All right. Regardless,
Damage control
Yeah.
rules.
though I've never used it, I do have a sling, and a bag of sling stones on me. So I'm actually going to magically whip out 4 little sling stones and whip them around, not in my sling, but just arcanically,
Mechanically.
and aim at Uliagulia's head,
All right.
casting catapult at 2nd level.
Okay. Dexterity save. That is a 18.
Okay, she succeeds.
Yeah.
And
Dodging
I
off to the
swing
side,
wide.
it sinks into the wall behind you, or behind her.
And then I'll duck behind the dock.
Okay.
And end my turn.
All right. I will use another legendary action to. She begins to pick you up and launches you at Kylus.
Rude.
God, I'm rolling terribly. Straight 10. I totally miss you.
Hell yeah.
What's your AC?
13.
Yeah, I miss you. Okay. As you go
13.
flying off to this area, roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Do you say we as you go flying?
Her thing is just throwing people at other people.
Yeah.
Well, so that's why it's only 1 point, because she can't do the throw if you're not grappled. She can't just like pick you up and throw you. She has to attach a grapple, and then she can do that ability.
I rolled a 10.
I thought she didn't get grappled because she didn't get hit by it too.
Legendary action.
But her legendary action
Yeah.
she only
Oh,
needs
that
one,
one did, okay.
because it costs 2 points.
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
10. You do not succeed. You do fall down prone.
No!
I'll look at you on the ground. I'm like, I think it's going well.
It's going really well.
I kind of like huff up and like blow my pink hair out of my face and give you a look.
Why don't you give me a
We're well on our way.
Reach?
It does not know.
It does not know. You're physically bigger, so that helps you reach, but it doesn't get
The
there.
main
just
thing
wanted
is
to double
you have advantage on all strength
Strength
checks
And saving throws.
and saving throws, and then you get an extra D4 to strength-based attacks.
Okay. I couldn't remember if that was a part of it
Yeah.
or if that was the
That's the giant
other
potion.
giant size.
Yeah.
I just want to be burnt.
Speaking of Professor, you were up. And Kylus, you're on deck again.
As I like roll out of being thrown on my shield, I kind of like put the hilts of the flail just, and then I look up and I've got this like fire in my eyes that I've just never had before, and I just and move in to strike.
All right.
Professor's so hot.
Oh
Roll
my
to
god.
hit,
Mm-hmm.
quite literally.
Old man
Flames
boss.
wafting off.
Get him, sunshine.
Flames on the side of my face.
Kyle's
19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Woo!
Yeah.
19 hits. 18 doesn't go, does it?
No, it's like
No, he said 13 barely
Oh.
misses.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
So I'm going to guess AC of 14 or 15.
adding another 0 to her health.
Okay.
As I move in, just you should focus over here.
Getting struck across the face, and she kind of spits out a tooth.
Oh, that's hot.
And as she grins, another one grows in.
No!
You made her bleed her own blood.
I'm gonna bonus action second wind.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
10 plus stuff. I'm back to full.
Boom! Look at that.
Ooh!
I'm all out of legendary actions.
And how close does one have to be to...
Until your
Didn't they
turn.
reset?
How close do I have to be?
They reset on the start of her
Oh,
turn.
within
Yeah.
30 feet.
The reason I had them back so
Within
quickly is because I
30?
burned them all before her turn came up, and she was really high in
Little
initiative.
check, sorry.
But I think there it is. Yeah, within 30 feet. Damn!
Yeah.
Give me the. Give it to temp HP.
Yeah, take the temp HP. 6.
The
One
hemp
d6
Yeah.
HP.
Take that temp HP.
Hey, smoke this HP, man.
Technically,
That's,
you don't
uh,
smoke
6.
hemp, but that's
Just more than I have.
I'll just move on from that.
Little TH.
And ending your turn, Professor?
Yes.
Okay. Kylus, you're up.
All right.
Oh,
I'll reach a
good.
hand down to Nesta.
Actually, can
Let's
I
continue negotiations, and I'll pull her
Can I
up.
just use the last little bit of movement to stand in between her and Kylus?
Presently, no, because you're a large-sized creature. You
Oh,
take up
too
too large of a
big.
space. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. It's a 5-foot gap between them right now.
Yeah. Can I use half my movement to pull her up? Or is that an action? Okay.
Yeah. you can-
Thanks.
I'll say you can use 5 feet to
Okay.
help pull her up.
Keep negotiations going, and I'll...
Turn into a ring.
Not just yet. I'll move over here to get on the opposite side. So if she moves in for an attack, she'll have plus
Okay.
2.
You come within attack range.
Yeah.
Okay.
And from
You have
there-
this glowing, starlit longsword swinging in front of you.
And I have a minute on silvery barbs to use that advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Next thing it's next roll that you make. You don't get to choose when.
Okay.
It's the next roll that you make.
Got it.
Question. If Kylus hadn't moved where he did and the sword was on the other side, would that be flanking? Just
No,
with the
they have to
sword?
be creatures
Okay.
that are flanking.
Got it.
Yes. The sword does not count as a creature.
Then I'm gonna use it now. Oh.
Well, you have no choice.
Yeah. I could cast something else that doesn't require a roll.
That's fair, yes.
But I'll take a swing up close with the scimitar, but still cast.
Okay, so it's straight roll.
Yeah. Natural 20.
Nice.
Maxed out 10, added modifiers. Go ahead and roll some more damage.
So 16.
Love that homebrew, bruh.
17, because I rolled a 1.
17 points of damage.
Still though.
Still
Yeah.
great.
At 3rd level.
Wow.
Nice.
Look at you.
As
Look
you
at
do that, you blow out like a chunk of her side, and blood is actually
A
significant.
thunderous sound kind of goes off, and you just like, oh shit.
You watch everyone in the room sit up and stand. What would you like to do, Kylos?
Cry.
I didn't mean to.
Negotiate.
Negotiate.
Negotiation's still going?
I call this the
This
negotiator.
is how she negotiates, right? Okay, now I'm gonna say that. I'm not gonna do anything.
She kind of drops to one knee and kind of roars out in pain.
I'll just look over to Nesta.
You end your turn within 30 feet. Do you want to give him anything?
Oh, yeah. Get
I
some.
still have temporary hit points from the muffin.
So yeah, if she adds something to it, it would overwrite whatever you have.
Okay,
So she could give you more. It might also be less.
gotcha.
Odds are in your favor.
Oh,
that
you
get
roll.
more.
No, you roll.
No,
Well, I mean,
No,
you guys can decide how
you
you
roll.
want to do it.
You roll that.
But it's a d6 plus 3. It's
You
her
sure about
like
that?
ability score.
Okay, it only decreases
Yeah.
by 1.
Huh, 4? Okay.
Okay.
That's why that hurts you.
As this
Oh,
individual
my muffin.
stands up, they pull out.
Just throw up a little bit.
This guy in the corner stands up, pulling out like this fishbone, and grabs something like sinewy, and acid begins to form, and will fire at you.
This guy in the corner?
Yep. Firing at you. Actually, they'll have to move a little bit. Move them to directly across Nesta right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, rolling to hit. Whew, 23 to hit.
Barely.
Okay. You got hit with a MILF's acid arrow.
MILF?
I'm Milf Arrow. You know what? Kylos ain't mad at it.
Getting hit by MILF? Hell yeah.
MILF Cupid? Yeah.
You take 12 points of acid damage.
Ouch.
With my acid immunity. Nothing.
Okay. Did that. They're going to end their turn. It is now Ulia's turn.
You guys are fucked.
She stands up, turns to you. You have tricks, it seems. Going in to swing against you.
Hate it here.
14 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. That is 8 points of piercing damage. Second attack coming in.
Trying to draw aggro, man.
Yeah, but I got crit by him.
I know.
She mad. And that is a 19 to hit.
Barely.
I've got 14.
Right.
That's 12 points of piercing damage.
My God.
And since I struck you twice, you are now grappled by her.
Okay.
I'm
TPK.
surprised she's not grappling a corpse.
Texas Pizza Kitchen?
You do have a lot of guys.
We're doing great. That's exactly what that stands for.
We've got her scared, so.
Yep, she's totally running scared. You guys are solid.
You've got it right where you want.
Right where you want her.
Okay. This one will run up to you.
Fucking rude, dude.
Looking forward to some Deus Ex Machina here.
He pulls out like this gnarled hook. Not nearly as large as the one Wooly is swinging, but it's kind of like grabbed in his knuckle, and he goes in to swing at you. I am at advantage because I'm flanking.
But the floor is slippery and he spins around and he falls.
Maybe if it was a natural one.
No, we don't do advantage. We usually do +2. Right?
Oh, that's fair. Yes. So I still rolled really well on that. That's a 23 to hit.
Barely hit last time, so I guess it barely hits this time.
That is
Fluctuating AC.
Yeah.
6 points of piercing damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Ooh.
As you drop to the ground, she kind of lifts you up, hanging on the hook, and just...
Fresh meat? Who's going to join him?
and just lets go of you and lets you drop to the ground.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Yeah, because you already used your silvery orbs today on Vicky.
I could use it again.
You little dick.
15.
You little dick.
That one runs up to you, Frognand.
What? We're not fighting you.
They are now. They see their leader bleeding. Gonna use an attack roll on you. That's only a 13.
Oh shit! Boom. just pulses off my mage armor.
Fucking weirdo.
5, 10.
We're the weirdos.
Oh no! They're flanking you.
This is the part where Wolfgang and Rangwood bust in with full power somehow.
Somehow.
Dirty 20 to hit.
30-20, I will cast shield.
Shields up.
I said we're not having a problem with you. We're just talking to Ulia.
It just hops over.
The shield's already up.
bar. Yeah, pulls out another hook coming in. That's a 26 to hit.
Ah, fine.
Just shy of a natural 20. That was a 19. Whoa!
That was kind of cool.
Try that again. That is 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make a concentration check.
Happily. Concentration is good. I rolled a 13 total.
Yeah, you're good.
And as soon as I take that hit, you don't see it, but panic kind of seeps into my brain, and as adrenaline courses through, suddenly I just turn invisible.
Nice.
Disappearing from sight.
You have rings?
I don't think they're presently on here.
That looks like invisible.
Good
That
enough
looks
for now.
like invisible.
He's
Suddenly
invisible
Nesta
too.
casts
Karoon me!
The one on the table's like, and goes running on the table, leaps off, and will jump on you and try to hook into you.
Okay.
That is an 18 to hit.
As he jumps up, I just
He kind of slides off, landing on the ground next to you. Roll it there.
An 18 doesn't hit you?
nope. AC 19.
Since when?
Since he's a fighter
Yeah.
with heavy armor.
Fuck me.
Since he became a big boy.
Shield, heavy armor, defense style.
Y'all just can't stealth for shit.
Yeah.
You guys really need to get on my level with a 13 AC.
Ulia's gone, right? Her turn's happened.
Yeah, she already had her turn. She grappled into him.
Okay, I'm gonna burn my reaction. I'm gonna repose.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Nat one.
Damn. Yeah, I think it's potentially interesting. Frognan, I want another concentration check.
Same exact roll, actually. So
Okay,
total
there's a
13.
momentary lapse of connection, and you feel yourself kind of like shrink for a second, but then you come back up.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna see if enlarge just ended.
Ooh.
Brutal.
Natural 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happens.
This guy.
The superiority dice is spent even if I didn't hit, right? Or no, I thought.
I think normally you call it on. Well,
Well, there's
yeah.
different
If you have to roll it as part of it, then yes, it is spent.
So it wasn't. It only applies to damage. And I didn't roll damage.
Okay, yeah. Then yeah, you're good then. Yeah, if you have to roll it as part of it, it's being used.
Okay.
Yeah. This guy comes running in, wielding another nasty-looking hook, coming in to try and swing at you.
Really bad. Considering they're down a guy and
I mean, technically, I'm not actually flanking, so... No, not with a 14. That don't hit.
I'll swing my shield around and block this one.
He kind of goes for your ankle and tries to hook and pull for a second attack.
2 attacks. Fuck off.
This guy has 2 attacks. He looks a little beefier than the rest of them. That is a
He just has
21.
big bones.
21 does hit.
21 does hit. Okay. Oh, minimal damage. 4 points of piercing damage. Okay. All right. Nessa, you're up. You just saw Kylus hanging from a meat hook, essentially,
Yeah.
and schlepped off onto the ground.
I'll give a little like,
Not a chill there.
and then I will turn to the lady, and I'm going to cast Toll the Dead, which worked so well on those bugs before.
Okay. The one who had cast the acid arrow.
Oh no, sorry.
Ulia.
Ulia.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Toll the Dead.
Mhm.
What are your saving throws? Is that a wisdom?
Wisdom 14.
Wisdom 14. That is a 12 plus nothing.
Left
Go ahead, roll
side.
damage.
Right on.
Love to
1d12.
D12. Oh,
Oh,
Daniel, you know what I
just
realized? Academic Anguish is a homebrew spell.
2.
I
Really?
picked it up since I'm sharing content.
2 points of damage?
2 points of damage, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on this guy.
Yes.
All right. Roll a d4. Is there anything in particular you say or do as this healing word goes off?
I'll say,
Yeah.
Lunaris,
It is.
help! And that is a 6 points of healing.
As the sound of waves and oceans kind of fill your ears, Kylus, you come to with an angered Ulia looking off in the distance, but you are free of that hook.
Okay.
When
This
I see
is
him
not
sit up,
gorgeous.
I'll give a little, like,
It's all for you, baby.
Okay.
off of the moon, baby.
Respect.
What's that?
At the end of your turn.
What's the end of my Oh, that's right. I still have my thing up.
Mhm.
Yes, love to see it. Okay.
I could have
Thank you, yeah.
re-upped my
Yeah, I do.
Let's see.
I think it's the music.
Sorry.
I get some music.
the little like that like.
Oh, yeah, the
whistle.
ringing,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
the music.
Oh,
Yeah.
five.
Yeah.
So
Music.
5 points of
All right,
temporary.
go ahead and add it to yourself.
Thank you.
No.
Okay. With that, Frogman, you're up.
All right.
So,
So,
invisible.
will you allow me to do the half movement
Wait.
speed to try to stealth away? Not necessarily taking the hide action, but going half movement speed to stealth.
To stealth is still a full action, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm thinking.
The half movement is to not incur disadvantage
Mhm.
on the stealth check. And a reminder that invisibility in my setting doesn't give you advantage. It allows you to make a stealth check while still in line of sight of everyone.
Mhm. Yeah,
They
I
just
get it.
they have disadvantage to perceive you.
Yeah.
So essentially, I take their passive and I minus it by 5. So if you can beat that on a regular stealth check, you're good. They don't have that good a passive, so
Yeah, I'm gonna.
These guys be stupid.
it's just not very aware.
They just have teeny little eyeballs.
Big dum dum.
Reminder: these aren't actual fish, people.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna.
Okay.
You
Just
said
assuming.
fishmongers.
Fish mongrels.
Mongrels,
walking
even
fish.
more reason.
I'm gonna
Moving on
chance
their
the attack of
fins.
opportunity,
Okay.
and
Do you take 3? No.
potentially,
Never mind.
yeah, and move away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Towards the
Bye.
entrance.
Later.
All at disadvantage, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. That still applies. I still can't see my target. That definitely doesn't hit with a 12. One of the other ones will take a roll.
Lunaris.
The moon.
That's still a 22 to hit.
That hits.
That's 8 points. Or sorry, not 8. 7 points of piercing damage. Make a concentration check real quick.
Yep.
Stays up.
Okay, you're good.
18 total.
Third and final one, also at disadvantage. Man. That's a 19 to hit.
Shield.
Shield goes up.
A shield in random space.
Yeah. As I
Well,
when I cast shield, suddenly I pop into visibility.
Okay, yeah, I'll run with that. I mean, normally in the regular scenario, they would be hitting a shield and not sure why.
Yeah.
Because that would be invisible as well.
All right. So then from back here, oh, can I retcon that just a little bit? Ulia's right here, right?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. So I'll actually end up back here. No. I lied.
Okay.
I do want to be back here.
Yeah.
And
That works.
I'm going to Mind Sliver her.
Professor, you're on deck. Mind Sliver. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, listen to us. We have you beat. We'll see.
Is it a saving throw on my part?
Yeah, intelligence.
Intelligence saving throw. No, 11.
Nice. Takes 4 points of psychic damage.
Damage.
And she has to subtract a d4 from her next saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Nice. All right. Anything else you would like to do?
Nah, bruh.
Nabra. Professor, you're up. Kylis, you're on deck.
Swimmingly.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action use my last phase step to not be surrounded.
Take him with you.
I'm gonna.
Okay,
the
fine.
flames go off. 2 points of fire damage.
I will say, can you choose who you're hitting?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay. I was like, Kylis is right there.
Yeah, and I hit him.
Rude.
Take it.
2 points.
Okay.
I got the hit points to spare.
2 points of damage. Okay. Nice.
I appear behind her, and I am going to swing.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Nice. That is 22.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Suddenly, her AC climbs by 30.
Oh, come on.
Where we
2
go?
ones. 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Bucket action surge.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
do
bring
it.
it back around and
Time.
just.
Roll the hit.
Damn, it's only a 12.
12 misses, unfortunately.
But you look
She
cool.
takes that initial hit, being surprised by your sudden teleportation, turns around, catches your flail, and swings it back at you. She's looking really rough. Okay.
Are you guys gonna murder
Kylis,
this girl?
at the start of your turn, you take 2d4 acid damage.
2d4.
2d4.
Fuck.
5 points of acid damage.
Drop you to 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Melf's acid arrow.
Okay, you can get 10 hit points at the end.
It is now your turn.
Okay. He'll look up on the ground and just like looking around at everything, barely alive.
Your heartbeat.
And his eyes, the whites of them, black over. And shadow engulfs him and he teleports right in front of her.
All right. Someone move. Kylis right there.
Happily.
And he'll look at her. You're gonna have to hit me way fucking harder than that. And you'll watch as the shadows seep into his wounds and they start to close. And shields of shadow go up and he casts Armor of Agathis.
Ooh.
Okay.
What a badass.
No, stem, but still, overall.
What is Armor of Agathis?
Oh, I should have gotten temp from.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to remind
That's
you guys.
okay.
I'll just,
I mean, I'm at full. And I have
It's a tough thing to keep track of because now you're like active on everyone's turn.
I'm at
Okay.
full, and I still have 2 left, so it's not the end of the world.
It gives me temporary hit points. And if anyone attacks me.
And it's at level 2 for you right now, right?
Uses only other spell slot.
You see
But it's such a good spell.
the caster kind of holds back another arrow, but waits a bit, holding their action.
That's
It is
right, you
now
better wait.
Julia's turn. Who she kind of looks at you, looks at the surroundings, kind of.
Well, negotiations were a success.
She holds to see what you do.
Fuck yeah, man.
She will end her turn. Everyone else, actually, everyone's gonna move. Surround, surround. Everyone's within striking range of someone at this point, and everyone holds. Coming to Nesta. Frognan, you're on deck.
Negotiations.
I will cast Radiant Soul, and my eyes,
So cool.
I shut them, and when they open, they're just bright starlight. And out of my back come these
Hell
two
yeah.
glimmering, incorporeal wings that look as if they're like connected by like when you draw, like when you see a constellation in the sky, there's the lines connecting the stars. It looks like that to fill out the outline of my wings. It's like,
Constellation of wings appearing behind Nesta.
and I'm gonna say, we're ready to hear your negotiations.
And you had your turn?
And I'll end my turn, but I'll give I'll take my temp hit point.
Yes. I'm essentially going to let a round of combat come through, Grognand.
Yeah.
As you see spectral wings appear behind Nesta.
There.
Her eyes alight with starlight.
To these two huge fuckers that like terrify me, I'll say.
I will say, they got up there when that happened. They went like shock.
Yeah. So I'm gonna barge through them, shoulder checking each of them as I do.
Knee checking them.
I really need a strength check. Real quick. I really need a strength check. Bye.
Must have been the wind.
Not bad. 17.
17? Yeah, you like they kind of slip a bit.
Yeah. I'll say.
He hits their knee.
Yeah.
I'll say.
It's
The
just like
lady.
right under the kneecap.
Yeah,
kinda.
that thing where you just like kick somebody in the back of the head and they just
I'll
fall
let
to
you
the
know there are a
ground.
lot of pressure points down there you can hit from.
Nah. And I'll start walking forward like I'm the hot shit, and I'll say, "The lady is talking."
You just march up right here.
All right,
That's all I got.
Professor.
I'll kind of stand back a little bit. I'll be eyeing a couple of ones that are close by though to see if they're like itching to swing.
They seem ready and waiting.
Okay,
Yes.
but nobody seems like trigger happy.
I'll give us some temp HP.
There's-
Give me that
for
10
for
HP.
mechanic purposes, they're holding their action. You don't know what
Okay.
for.
I'll hold as well. I'll kind of step back and you've seen our action. What will you do?
Caius, you're up.
There's zero emotion on his face currently. No anger, no sadness, no fear, nothing. And the whites of his eyes come back and he looks around for a second, sees you in this new form. He goes, "All right then, negotiations it is."
Coming out of initiative.
Dicey for a second.
Excellent not dying.
You
Excellent not
got
dying.
her down to 13 HP.
Nice.
She was at 70.
I mean, I was about to
Wow.
cast Catapult next turn
Mm-hmm.
with her negative to the saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
If I had had some better damage rolls, because I was rolling like 1s, 2s, and 3s on all of my dice.
Yeah.
If she hit me, she would have taken 10 damage.
Yeah.
And it would have been cut in half, which probably wouldn't have gotten through armor back.
But can we also just take a moment for fucking Twilight Clerics?
Oh, yeah.
That
That
sanctuary
channel divinity is fucking dope.
Yeah.
From now on, everybody's just.
Everyone's just hugging Nesta during every fight. Like, guys, I can't move.
Stars.
The stars aligned.
Julio will turn and look at you and just.
Would you kindly get out of my seat?
Oh, terribly sorry. Pardon me.
And I'll drop enlarge.
Oh,
As you apologize, you.
I'm still keeping Radiant Soul up. It's just cool.
Alright.
It's just
Yeah.
cool.
Fuck yeah.
She kind of sits back and you really see her like relax into that seat. And everyone else kind of backs up, putting away their weapons. Things got a little dicey there. They weren't too sure how that was gonna go. Leah looks to you all.
What is this proposition you have? Let's hear it in more detail. I'm not exactly inclined to talk with Karkov easily.
The way I see it, we could keep negotiations between you and Kharkov at a minimum.
I already like that.
We'll be the go-betweens. The main objective being to overthrow the Baron.
That's where you start to lose me a bit there again, honey.
The truth is, we're trying to get to the surface by any means necessary. Maybe there's something you want. If there's a way you could help us up, we might be able to help you.
Getting you to the surface ain't gonna be easy. I don't know necessarily how to approach that exactly. I've been pretty content living in this space, but maybe it is time to shake things up. Cause a little mischief. What are his terms?
didn't
We
get that far.
haven't been given any terms yet. He wanted to see if we could even accomplish this feat. Prove ourselves, which I think we've done quite well.
You've definitely done something today. Right. Talk with Kharkov then. Let him tell you what he wants, and I'll listen. I'll send an ambassador. Make communication easy. That way you don't have to keep running back and forth.
I like that.
Sounds good enough to me.
Thank you for hearing us out.
Who are you lot?
We're just passing through. You friends of yours?
Keeping it vague. I do like a good mystery.
Hey, speaking of vague.
So tiny.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right?
You're adorable.
Yeah, thanks. You too.
I kind of want to keep them.
Yeah. Play your cards right.
Who is Frogman?
Now that he's had a fight, he's ready to fly.
Frogman is smooth down there.
Kendall?
Y'all seen Dogma? Anyways.
I thought Nesta was the angel.
We misplaced, if you can believe it, the strongest member of our party. Do you know anything about people that dress in all gray?
Sure. The Grey Walkers.
Okay, on our way back to Kharkov, I think we ought to stop there.
You'll be going there. I'm not. I will say, If you can get rid of that annoying lot, you'd be doing me a favor.
Big
I'll have
enough
a
of a
reward in
favor.
it for you.
A big enough favor to get us to the surface?
A reward's in it for you.
Anything will make things easier.
Yeah.
I would like to take a small break.
I agree. Maybe we should get the whole gang together and go tackle it on as a group.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, maybe we huddle. Okay, back to the
My wings
DL.
go around.
Yeah.
By this point, they
That is
really
really
less a minute. Yeah.
Back to the DL. Maybe take a little nap there. Then go find where the Grey people took Wolfgang, and then the Karkovs.
Well, wait. Did they take Wolfgang? Was Wolfgang with them?
Well,
Not that I saw.
the blue fella was with Wolfgang, right?
He
He
wasn't
was.
with the gray people, was he?
He was watching him.
And Wolfgang wasn't in sight.
Not
We,
that I saw.
we can figure this out on our way back.
Yeah.
So maybe to the DL.
I like being talked about when I'm not there. I feel
Thank
important.
you for your service.
We'll look into these grey ones for you.
Thank you for your
Just so we're clear, what kind of reward were you thinking?
Check weapons.
It's something I'll look into. I'll have my people hunt around for some equipment for you. Maybe a bit of money, grease some palms.
Do you have a token we can bring to Karkov to
I
show?
was just thinking about that.
She pulls out a dead fish.
Thanks.
Seafood,
Avocado.
seafood does not leave the Echo Harbor easily.
Oh,
That actually does mean something.
What fish? What kind of
here
fish?
you go, Kylis.
Don't bring that fucking thing near
It's
me.
got
I don't
two
know
heads.
what that is.
Great.
How
What
big
is
is
it,
it?
a trout?
It's got two
It's
heads.
big and it's got two heads.
So it's like half the size of my body.
Probably.
Okay. Doctor?
Yeah, Hinch is a strong one.
Oh, for goodness sake.
All right.
Gross.
Okay.
Icky.
Thanks, Miss Ulia.
Icky, Ian.
Travel safe.
It's been lovely.
All right. Y'all head out.
Yeah, but as we head out, I'm going to clasp you on the shoulder and I'll give you some cure wounds.
Yeah, I'm looking at that one on my screen right now.
Good,
I
I
had
rolled a
10
natural
hit
8,
points.
so that's 12 points.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right, back to the DL, or do we want to take a nap in our entryway for a second?
Let's get the fuck out of here.
I agree.
Yes, I guess we can rest when we get back there.
All right.
On our way out, I'm gonna check on us.
Okay. Too far away.
Here, take this. I hand you the ring. You know what to do if you need me, right?
No, what do I do?
Just wish for me to come back.
I wish for you to come back.
Make a wish for me to come back.
I'm going to really
Okay.
quickly
Oh.
attempt to stealthily grab onto him before he disappears.
Stealthily grab on.
Like, could I do a sleight of hand check?
I don't know if it's not being noticed. You're just trying to do
Firmly
it quick enough.
grasp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and roll a dexterity check.
Can I call it sleight of hand?
No.
No. Okay.
Sleight of hand is not being noticed for doing something.
Hey, natural 20 either way, baby! For a
Nice.
23.
19 for a 21.
As you
Nice.
grab onto him real quick, suddenly Frogman is holding you before you gone, and you are missing.
I don't know them.
Nice try.
You're lucky your arms didn't
God.
get ripped off or something.
Well, there go all your somatic components.
Verbal only.
Okay, we'll make you some new arms.
Yeah, right?
It's a little sudden, almost threw you off for a second, but you right into your space.
I hope you get some rest in there.
I don't know why. I just saw like rabid Frogman like, take me with you.
Take me with you.
I'm gonna give you secrets.
Tell me your secrets.
I think the thing with Frogman is he's just so curious about everything. You know?
That had the same energy as, did you put the name in the goblet of fire?
Anyways, I'll walk with the group.
Okay.
Just roll 4 12s.
As you guys are moving forward, finding a space to rest in, we will pull away, coming back to Wolfgang.
Cool.
Following Keegan.
Love him.
God.
My new favorite character. Continue.
Sticky icky.
Sticky.
Like the sticky icky.
That's his first level spell.
Oh God. Anyways,
Instead of
Hey,
grease.
we can shut down for this.
you guys come
Or
around the
cancel.
corner right as you see a number of metallic individuals heading inside the building, the DL, right as you come around.
okay.
Do I see him?
Not with that 5 on your perception check.
So I'm like coming around the corner.
Nobody forgot that.
Yeah, you kind of come around. Ian kind of comes around the corner first. I'm like, oh, shit.
I'm gonna stop with him and kind of like peek.
I don't get caught.
There's those metal men. I've encountered them before.
Yeah.
With
It's one of them. It's the one of them thinkers.
yeah, with last time I saw them, there was a very angry cow with them and a rather attractive elf.
Come on, it's a minotaur, okay? Don't call him a cow.
He's a cow.
His name's Bull.
Yeah, I know what his name is.
Then you don't want to be on his bad side.
Yeah, I think I'm already on his bad side.
Well, shit's out for you then, pal.
So
That's the DL.
okay. That's really not good. I might
You
have
got somewhere else to go?
no.
We're gonna need to find one.
Fantastic.
Your place is bugged.
Okay. Do you have any recommendations? I guess I can go to the Glow Den, go back to that tavern inn.
It is one of the quieter places to lay low. When it's loud, it's easy to. Well, you're not here. Fucking birds! Underground birds!
Underground bird.
Ah!
There's underground rain.
Just.
There was a wolf bat.
I'm gonna go.
Roll a perception check for me, real quick.
Sure.
Maybe you see me.
That's what I'm
Is it,
wondering.
is it more re or is it more
12.
Aru for the wolf bat? Aru.
No, even you guys stealthed really well. I was gonna see if you noticed Olwell, but even he had a 14.
All right. Yeah. All right. Then. This is great. Yeah. I'm
Come
gonna.
on, I'll take you there myself. You'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Let's go.
I don't mess with the barons. This is for free.
You're a hell of a guy.
Yeah, I am a hell of a guy.
I like
Just keep stroking that ego.
I like you more and more every minute, hour. I don't know how long.
It's been a while. You got super lost, buddy. Come on.
Lead the way.
All right.
I love this guy.
Is it Ian or Ian?
Ian, I-A-N.
Fantastic.
Kicky.
I would like you, and someone from this group to roll d20s.
I will do it.
One person from the group, you roll a d20, you roll a d20.
15.
15.
18.
18.
A 3.
A 3.
There's the
Rip.
bounce.
Bit of time passes. If you guys would like to take your short rest, you're more than welcome to.
Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna also take a short rest. Well, can I do the same thing?
You cannot, unfortunately. You've been traveling, walking this whole time. They took a breather. Yeah.
I'm muffined up and good to go.
You're muffined up and good to go.
Yeah.
That's one of the craziest verbs. I'm getting muffined up. Is that
I
a
got my
verb?
second.
I'm
It is
muffined
now.
down.
Action surge. I'm ready.
All right. Some time passes. You're all moving
Bye.
forward. Before you guys, the main large group, as you're walking along, you see this little lizard-like person come running nearby.
We wouldn't recognize them for any reason, right?
Not necessarily. as they come running by. They're kind of sneaking around a bit, walking forward. Come on! And you hear
Because
The familiar sound of
walking
chainmail.
through, and you see a massive tank of a man come walking around.
kind of just, so I'm just like kind of turning the corner and they're just there.
Yep, they're just there.
Wolfgang!
Well, this,
I go up and just give you a big jump hug.
grab you and hey, buddy, throw you up on my shoulder.
Great.
Wolfgang, you're all right. You're okay.
While I'm on your
I kinda-
shoulder,
you-
I'm
you
just
guys-
mean mugging the prof.
Oh,
Anyways.
do you guys still look fucked up?
I actually
Is
look
it-
fine.
Are there signs that they have been through a beatdown?
Even if you're at full HP, your hit die are down. So it's
I
like
haven't
you're,
spent any hit
you're
die.
oh, then yeah, you're actually looking great.
I did.
Anyone who had to roll some hit die for some healing,
How'd you
you've got
heal?
some
Second
bruising,
one.
some cuts.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're overall okay.
I'm healthy, but I'm looking.
So kind of, where's Kylus?
He didn't
I
make it.
show my. I show the ring.
I
got
kind of look at
married.
you. That's a fucked up thing to lie about.
What the fuck's happening here, man?
These are my friends, actually.
Oh, it's a pleasure to
Guys,
meet you.
this is Icky Eynon.
Yeah.
That's Icky Ian.
Yeah, he's actually been apologize in advance, but surprisingly helpful.
My reputation precedes me.
Thank you. I feel like he should be here for this. Should I summon him?
Yeah, bring Kylus out because I need.
I wish you were here right now. Okay.
Don't hit me.
So,
Oh.
You just got like magical genies in bottles now, or rings? I don't know.
something like that. Just relax.
Icky Ian.
Icky Ian.
This is Icky Eynon.
Right. I get that back.
It's your reputation preceding.
Yeah, your reputation precedes you. We can't go back to the DL
Why not?
because it's been raided. I
That's
don't
what I
know
was
where
worried
Redwood
about.
is. I don't know where
Bunch of
Cable
metal
is.
robots just crashed in your place.
Yeah, they did that.
Rangwin and
I don't know where they are, and I just got there as I saw a bunch of those metal guys bursting through. I assume, if I had to guess, our cowboy friend is in there.
We saw him in the streets earlier. Guess I was right.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
Where's Oz? He's supposed to be watching you.
Yeah, about that.
What about that?
So I got jumped by these strange gray hooded.
Grey Walkers.
Sure, they didn't properly introduce themselves. I got hit, and I now have no powers. Yeah,
What? How is that even possible?
that's a great question.
What do you mean, no
It's
powers?
it's the Nox.
It's the
Yeah,
Nox.
it's like a poison essentially.
It's like
Is
a
there any-
poison, essentially.
healing we can do, or maybe.
So Ian says that if I take a nap, right?
You can rest it off. It's
Yeah.
pretty
Oh.
harmless on the first batch.
But-
it's
Right,
after
right, right.
I asked-
three. That's when it starts kind of.
I asked Oz to follow this group and then report back to Kylus. Has he not reported back to you yet?
He is not. You sent my friend after a group to take away your magic and your powers.
I told him to stay in the shadows.
Callus tries to connect again.
Okay. After walking for a while, you do see through Oz's eyes. He's very high up, perched up on a building, looking at a very tall structure, but not terribly large. It's a little beaten up, worse for wear. These steep, sloping rooftops, tiled through, and then gray stone throughout it. But he just seems to be looking.
From this range, can I him out of existence?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, because it says I can just send him into a pocket dimension.
Yes, I would say you can.
Okay, I will. And then I'll
Your connection ends.
come back from it.
Is he okay?
He's fine. Now. Alright, well, we're all here, except for the others at the DL?
I came back and it was clearly being
We
raided.
should find out where they are, because actually our negotiations with Ulia went relatively well, actually. She's willing to hear Karkov's side of the deal. In the meantime, though, we are actually taking on a little side job for her to get rid of those Grey Walkers.
Now that is good news.
Wait, you're not gonna go fight him?
Well, not right now. I think
I don't do fighting.
no one's asking you to fight.
Okay, perfect.
You're being
Right.
incredibly helpful as it is, Ian.
Ian, you've been to the DL.
Yeah.
You
I've
know
been
Cable.
just about everywhere in the city.
You know Cable, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't say know him, but
Does he have a way out the DL?
oh yeah, absolutely. Usually it's through the rooftops.
Where would that lead them to?
That adds up.
Well, it could lead them a bunch of different ways. But eventually, the rubble starts getting a little shorter. So they're going to have to come down at some point. I don't know exactly where.
Well, my mom always said that if I get lost, stay where you are. Can't do that. Or go to a gathering place.
I was thinking we go to the tavern inn we've been before.
Glowden, yeah, right around the
Yeah.
corner from there.
I'd say we get to the inn. It gives us a chance to rest up, lick our wounds.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Ranguin and the rest
Maybe
of
she'll
them
meet
have
us
this.
there.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, she's a smart lass. I'm sure she'll turn up there.
Hope
Cable
she's
too?
Okay. I like that you're so worried about Rangwin and you don't worry at all about Olwell.
And Olwell's
And
okay
Olwell.
too.
I said, and the rest.
And the rest
Oh,
of
yeah.
I think she'll be fine. If anyone were to get stuck up there, it's probably a good thing it was her.
That's probably
She's the sneakiest out of all of us.
Nah.
Olwell, though,
Bit of a liability,
not
right?
very sneaky. I love him, but no.
At this point,
It's the golden hair.
you can bring us to the Glowden.
Easy.
I could even take us to the Glowden.
With the
But you would-
navigator.
I'm about ready to fight now.
No.
I'm just... Come on. All right, to the glow den. Let's go.
Oh, I was gonna lean in and be like, you don't want to fight him. It's
I'll fucking kill you.
And murder hobo.
You guys proceed towards the glow den where we will fade out and Ringwin. As you are all stealthily moving across these rooftops, you do find a certain point where Cable gestures to some scaffolding, just like, this is it, we're gonna head down this way.
All right.
Is the Mission Impossible music playing?
I don't
Sure,
think we have the rights
but
to
for
that.
We can
copyright
afford
reasons,
that.
I can't use it.
That's fair. In my mind, it's playing.
We do, but it's the chicken version that Gonzo taught all the chickens.
There you go.
Sure. We probably don't have
The
the rights.
Muppets!
We probably don't have the rights to
that's
that
probably
either.
true.
Yeah, could you do like a 2-second snippet so we don't get...
Wait, did the Muppets actually do a Mission Impossible parody?
Yes! Well, no,
That's
they didn't do a
amazing.
parody, but he teaches the chickens how to do that.
We're gonna have to watch that after this.
Yeah, let's just pause the stream real quick.
Guys, give us a second.
On that note, you land on the ground. Everyone following down, Dark helping Olwell to the ground. He seems to be waking up officially from whatever was plaguing him.
Do I need to slap him again?
No, I'm fine. You don't need to hit me. He was like, guys, we don't have time for this. I think the best bet right now is heading to the glow den, alright?
Sure.
Right. It is around this point that you start to hear and Cable just, his eyes just drop. He's just, oh shit. Turning, looking down an alleyway, there is a figure standing there, head down, black hair, porcelain arm, with a blade out. Just,
She's your friend, right? She looks a little scary.
no, when she's ticking like that, no, she's gonna kill every single one of us here. We need to move now.
Oh, okay, let's go!
And on that note, we'll pick up next
my
time.
God.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Oh.
All right.
Kill his
Thank you guys so
pride.
much for watching. This was a super duper fun episode. Split party still. Started split, ended split.
We're getting there.
We'll see.
each
We'll
other.
see.
We're
Yeah.
Covering all the
negotiators.
bases, you know?
Negotiators first. All right. That was super fun. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you all next time. Same time, same place.
Yeah, don't forget always TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Bye.